how's it going? I hope you're well. This is White Sage Readings. Today I have a timeless pickacard, and it's basically free flow. Whatever wants to come through, we're gonna let come through. Just to let you know, I do channel your spirit team, beings of divine love and light to come through and channel through me to give messages directly, specifically for you. I'm excited to be here, and it is always my intention that this reading or any other that you watch from me helps to inspire, empower, and uplift you and your life. So I do have group selections here, but before we're going to jump into the group selections, I want to just clear the space with a singing bowl. If that's something that you're interested, stick around. If you want to jump straight into the group selections, timestamps are in the description, and I will see you there, and then I'll see you in your reading. All right, so for this part, for the singing bowl, this is an energetic cleanse. It's just to help cleanse the energy. It is to help cleanse my own space, but as well as yours, put you into more like relaxed and calm state. So if you would like to participate, I welcome you to do so. You can take some breaths with this or make it your own process. If you like, what you can do is just take a nice deep inhale and then exhale when the singing bowl rings, and just let whatever does not serve you, just let it out with the breath. Breathe in love and let go of stress, let go of worry, let go of anything heavy that might be on your mind. If you are feeling fantastic, then just feel free to just breathe in love and breathe love out into this beautiful world. So having said that, I'm going to ring the singing bowl 3 times. If your volume is very high, I would maybe recommend turning it down. I do try to be mindful and not to ring it too loudly, but sometimes it's usually I can be pretty good, but sometimes it could kind of ring out kind of loud. So but anyway, having said that, we're gonna get started. If you want to work with breath work, please do so. Whenever you're ready, you can inhale, and then when you're ready, go ahead and let that out. We're going to do that twice more. And one more time. Beautiful. Okay, let's jump into the group selection now. Okay, welcome to the group selection. So if you need time to decide, please take all the time that you need. If you need to pause this, that's perfectly fine. You can either use the cards to choose from, you can use the objects, you can use both methods, you can choose more than one group as well, if that's what you are feeling called to do so. Okay, but having said that, let's go through the groups. So this white feather, this is for group number 1. And group number 1 also has this card. Look how you shine, darling. Group number 2 has this black tourmaline crystal. See if I can focus that a little bit better. Oh, that's beautiful. Group number 2, okay? And your card, group number 2, is No Limits But the Sky. And group number 3 has this love oil. And your card is, today is your day. Okay, so once again, pause if you need more time, and I'll see you in your group. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. This is the group that has the white feather. It is also the group that has the card, Look How You Shine, Darling. Let's get into your reading. Okay. Spirit team of group 1, what messages do you have for group 1, please? We have a clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, the aha moment. Okay, what other messages do you have for group 1, please? We have a voodoo in blue, back off. Sorry for that pixelation. I'm going to see if I can maybe try to zoom that in a little bit. That's better. Okay. What other messages do you have for group 1, please, Spirit? I think we're done with this deck. Oh, one more. Stormy Angel. And that says, let's see if I can bring some light into this so you can see better. Collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, energies. Okay. So I'm just going to put that there. Let's see what else we can get. Spirit team for group 1, what messages do you have, please? What messages do you have for group 1? Okay, so I feel like there's some form of a growth period. I'm starting to get some messages coming in. We have Laced Moon's Daughter. What other messages do you have, Spirit, please, for group number 1, Spirit team of group 1? What messages do you have for group 1? Okay, we have Tris of the Rainbow. I believe that's what that's called. And we have Solace. Wow. Okay. So, right off the bat, what I'm getting here is, like I said, there is, first of all, I want to say, like, I feel like you're going through some sort of transformation. Potentially, like, internal change of attitudes, belief systems, and obviously I'm getting it from this card here, but I feel like there's a little bit of tension as well. And I feel like your team really just kind of wants you to know to believe in yourself. I feel like there is an idea that has come in for you, some sort, or if not, then it's on its way to you. You're entering a time of power, okay? A powerful time in your, I don't want to say in your life, but in this part of your kind of journey as it is right now. And you're going to have a lot of energy, personal power, personal energy to be able to create something, okay? I want to grab a couple, maybe one more card or like a few more cards from the tarot to see what else we can get from the tarot. Spirit team of group number 1, please. Can I have a card for group 1? Message for group 1 from the tarot, please. Like, I almost feel like you're like a little bit fed up with something. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're going through same old, wow, Queen of Wands, same old kind of thing. So what I'm seeing here, group number 1, is that you're going through somewhat of a transition, and it might not be a very, I'm sorry, cards are falling. I have a very small space to work with here on camera, but let's see what we can do to kind of try to fit all the cards in view. Excuse me. Okay, so as I was saying, I feel like your messages are here, like, believe in yourself, okay? There is a transition going on. I feel like what's happened is, like, you've maybe come to a realization, maybe there's been a growth period for you, whether it is at work, whether it is at home, whether it is in relationships, or with the relationship you have with yourself. But I feel like, you know what, like, you're just kind of done. Like, it's like you're calling in the storm. And maybe you're not doing it consciously. This could be an unconscious process that is happening. But there is a shift that is happening. I'm really, really drawn to the lightning here. And I feel a lot of power. It's like, I feel like you might not realize how powerful you might actually be. But there's a lot of power here. And I feel like, again, I feel like there's tension. Maybe there's tension between your boss at work and you, or colleagues, supervisor, could be school related, could be, again, like within family units, within a business, anything. I feel like this can transition to different situations. Sorry, group 1, I had to cough. But what I wanted to say is, what I feel like what's happening here is that you're stepping into your power. And I feel like what can help you do that is just to kind of believe in yourself, okay? So believe in your own inner light, believe in your own inner strength and your ability to be able to create change for yourself in your life. Again, with the back off, like, this is with this card being here, it's almost like I just feel that tension. Again, this is just kind of speaking to that tension that I'm feeling within the situation. And it's almost, I'm almost getting the sense of, like, maybe you have been changing internally. Maybe something about you has been changing. Whether it is your belief system, the way, maybe I'm getting a sense of, like, you are sort of stepping into your own. You're starting to realize your own level of deservability, how you want people to treat you. And not just, it's not coming from an ego place, it's coming from a place of self-love, where you are connected to you're becoming connected to your authentic self, and you're changing. And I feel like your environment is sort of almost like no longer supporting that. And it's almost like you kind of, it would be good if you could kind of have that support, but you're growing your own roots so that you can stand in your own power regardless of who or what is around you. And it's almost like you have outgrown the situation, the people that you are around. And it's like this transition that you're going through. And I feel like you're not really seeing the depth of it right now. You might be, but if you are not, this is sort of happening almost like underneath the surface. But what I am seeing here is that there's definitely growth, and there's definitely progress. And I want to say, now that the word progress came in, the next thing that came into my mind is, remember, progress over perfection. There does not need to be perfection. As long as there's progress, steady, consistent progress, that is good enough. And I think that is a message that somebody needed to hear in this reading. But that's kind of what we're doing here. So I feel like there's definitely a lot of, like, kind of abundance coming in for you. A lot of also unconscious, I think, subconscious work. Perhaps there's some shadow work as well. I'm being drawn to this, and I kind of have to take a look at it a little bit closer off of camera just to see what this is. And it's just a fluff, actually, but it made me think when I was looking not on camera, But when I was looking at it, it made me think of a heart. It was like a heart shape, and I was like, I've never seen this on this card before. And I have used these cards, and I don't think you can see. There you go. Can you kind of see it like a heart shape here? And that's what I'm seeing here. So this makes me feel really good. This makes my heart feel really good. And I was drawn to the 222 on this, to the number 22 on this card. This is a master number. I don't entirely know what it stands for, but I feel like what it is, it's about connection. It's about, I believe, like wholeness. It could pertain to soul connections, very like deep soul connections as well. This could include another person, but it could also be speaking about like a connection, like you being in flow, you being aligned to your purpose, let's say, okay? And I'm just going to take a look a little bit at this card, because these cards are very much about like intuitive messages. So I just want to take a look at this card and see what I can get. So like I'm seeing a lot of happiness and contentment, and it's almost like dreaming kind of things are not quite out in the open yet. I feel like this is like a seed that is growing. It's like your blessings are coming in for your group number one, but they have to first germinate. The seed first has to be planted. It has to germinate. It needs the nutrition it needs before the little, what would you call it, baby plant or whatnot starts rooting, or before the seed even starts to root, before you see any kind of shoots. But I see this like, this is sort of like the beginning stages of it, is what I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing this kind of developing, like, again, underneath the surface. But what I'm seeing also coming in after that is a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness, a lot of just kind of balance and flow. And again, I'm just going to take a look at this card. Yeah, sorry for the pause, group number one. I just realized that there's nudity on these cards, and that might be a problem for YouTube, but I don't want to restart your reading, so I guess I'm going to put this as 18 plus, and hopefully that's going to be fine. But yeah, with this card, I'm just getting a really strong sense of just reaching a very... a place of steadiness, balance, and happiness. Solace, this card here, this is a very powerful card. It's a card of energy. It is a card of, like, for me, fiery energy. And it kind of just empowers everything that is around it, fuels it. So it has its own energy, and then it also fuels everything that's around. Solace and the Queen of Wands. I'm seeing this almost like a masculine and a feminine. So what I am seeing here is there is a balance between the two energies, and I feel like what this is saying is for you to balance out those energies. So if you're more feminine in the sense of you're more receptive, you have a hard time saying no, you're more kind of introverted, introspective, people will kind of walk all over you, bringing in the masculine aspect, which is more decisive, more let's go for this, more confident, has more of that yes energy, more of the energy of I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to do this, and that doesn't feel bad about saying no, knowing, just kind of going for that. So I feel like what can serve you is just balancing these energies out, and vice versa. If you have more of the masculine energy, and we're talking like yin and yang, so if you have more of that masculine energy where it's more about, like you're more driven, you're more kind of like just going, without really having the feminine aspect, not really using, like, let's say intuition. So you're using a lot of logic. You're not really using too much intuition, for example. You're not really following your intuitive heart. Balancing those out so that you're using both aspects of yourself, because when you use both parts of yourself. You are whole, and you bring your whole self to your situation, to your life. Now, to break this down a little bit, I also just want to say that with the Queen of Wands being here, is I feel like, again, this is just a very, this card is just confirming to me that you're going to, one of the possibilities of this is that, or what can be possible for you, is that you become this energy that is very confident. It is feminine. It is a feminine energy, but it's also an energy of fire and of passion and of confidence. You might change how you present yourself to others, the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, the way that you expect things from life, the way you expect people to treat you, to speak with you, just the way you communicate with other people as well, like your whole kind of persona, okay? And that comes from like a revamping of your own level of self-love, self-respect, confidence, self-worth, deservability, and all that stuff. And it is indicating that there could potentially be some shadow work that needs to be done, some maybe traumas that need to get worked through, or some limiting beliefs, you know, things like that, things that don't serve you. But what I'm seeing here is that it is very possible for you to be able to get past those and really become stronger, bigger, more successful, more respected, more resourceful than you have ever been before. It's like you are leveling up. Okay, group one. So I think that is what I have for you. These are the messages that have come through. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. Yeah, and I think that's it. Like, I think for the most of you, like, you're probably at the beginning stages of this transition. I just also saw 2222 on the timer, 22 minutes, 22 seconds. But what I wanted to say is I feel like this is the beginning for kind of like you're in the beginning stages of this journey. And if you haven't stepped into it, this is what I see coming in for you. If you have stepped into this, again, I don't feel like you have reached the middle part of it yet. I feel like you're still kind of in the beginning of the stages where you're kind of planting the seeds. And essentially, I feel like what your team wants you to know is just to believe in yourself, have faith, trust. And if you have a hard time doing that, doing things like gratitude, journaling, meditations, opening your heart meditations, grounding and centering can be really, really useful, as well as maybe even working with your chakras, if that is something that you are interested in. Those are things that I would recommend. They can really help to get you through growth cycles and things like that. If you're interested in something that's a little bit more movement, then yoga can be really great. Things like qigong, but just kind of like spiritual, physically moving practices can also go a long way. Okay, so also incense. I'm hearing burning incense, or cleansing herbs. So like sage, wheatgrass, or sweetgrass, I should say. Palo Santo, whatever else there is out there, basilica, like all sorts of different things, frankincense and things like that, to kind of cleanse, and just make sure you're doing it on a regular basis. If you don't know how to cleanse your own energy, you can look up how to smudge your own energy, how to cleanse your own energy with things like sage. And that should open the door for you to be able to figure out how to do it, and kind of find your own, what you feel connected to, what you feel called to do, okay? If that is something that you're interested in. But having said that, like, I'm really just feeling like you need a nice deep cleanse, and that is probably a practice that will serve you well if you do it on a continuous basis, whether that's daily or weekly. I know sometimes it's hard to start new habits on a daily basis, but really anything you can do. These are the messages I'm getting from Spirit. These could really help you out along the way, okay? So that is what I have for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for being here. If this reading is helpful, if you enjoyed it and would like to help me out, liking, sharing this video, dropping a comment, and or subscribing can really help. If you subscribe and want to be notified of future uploads, be sure to also hit the notification bell. Otherwise, I don't think you'll be notified. But until next time, best of luck. Namaste. Hey, group number 2, welcome to your reading. This is the group with the black tourmaline crystal. Can I get it? Maybe. So this is your group. Welcome to your reading. This is also I can't speak. Also the group that has the no limits but the sky. And I just noticed that this is like it makes me think of what's that? Like the basket with the balloon, hot air balloon. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, group 2. Big welcome to you guys, and let's get started with your reading. So I have invited, as I've mentioned, your spirit team, and let's get to it. So spirit team of group number 2, what messages do you have for group 2, please? So we've already got a card that fell on the floor. What messages do you have for group 2? Okay, it's the fallen card. What messages do you have for group 2, please? And there we go. I don't think you saw that flying out, but there it is. There it is. Okay, so we have Stormy Angel, let's see if I can get this to focus. The signs are with you already. Okay. We have Angel. Oh, right. Okay, I'm not even going to read that. Transitions to the spirit realm. Okay, what's going on? And we have one more. A clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, the aha moment. Group number 2. Okay, so I'm just going to say the energy here kind of sort of reminds me of group 1, but we will kind of see as the reading goes along, and I'll try to let you know if you were kind of maybe thinking of watching group 1, that might be a good idea. But again, as we get into the reading, I'll have a better idea, so I'm not like saying go watch that reading now. But if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to. I'm just first impressions, almost like I'm kind of picking up similar energies, but let's get more cards and see. Spirit team of group 2, what messages do you have, please? For group 2, what messages do you have for group 2, please? Messages for group 2, please. Okay. Okay, so we have the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. We have the sage. And we have the singer of connection. Oh, wow. What is going on? Okay, group 2, are you trying to maybe attract like a soulmate or something? I almost feel like, let's see, any other messages from this deck for group 2, please? So if that's the case, like I would say like that I'm not really getting the same energies for group 1. That was a different kind of reading in group 1. But still, you know, you might have different energies, or different areas of life, right, that the reading could be talking about. Let's get one for tarot. Spirit team of group 2, what messages do we have? Okay, we have the Hanged Man. Anything else, please? Okay, so I feel like for you guys, we're going to take 9 of Pentacles. Anything else? Okay. Now, okay. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here, guys. Your energy's kind of all over the place. So we have the Hanged Man from the tarot. I can't wait to get into this. The 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and we have the 9 of Swords. Okay. So we're going to put the tarot down for a moment. I want to take a look at the cards here and talk a little bit about these, okay? So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see your cards. Pixelated, but you can see them. Okay, so what I'm feeling here so far is that there could be like potentially we might be dealing with a loss, maybe a transition. If you have lost a person or a pet or some being that has transitioned into spirit, I'm very sorry for your loss if that is what you are dealing with. I do feel like there is a little bit of like heavy energy here, especially because we're looking at the 9 of Swords here. Let me see, group 2. I'm just going to turn maybe more light on and see if that helps with the pixelation. Okay, I feel like that's a quite better. All right, so as I was saying, we have 5 of Cups, we have the Hanged Man, we have 9 of Swords, okay? So I feel like there could be some sort of heartbreak, some sort of heartache. If there is that kind of an energy here, and this wouldn't be for everybody, okay? And this is not a prediction of it coming your way either, so please don't worry. But if there is something along the lines of that energy, I almost feel like, oh man, and I don't want to say this, but it's so awkward to say this, but I almost feel like you're being asked to celebrate them, celebrate their life, celebrate their energy. If it's a new wound or an old one that's still hurting, yes, that is something that you have to deal with emotionally, for yourself, mentally, energetically, of course. But what can also help along the way is just to also celebrate them, okay? And celebrate the connection you had, celebrate what was there. And just so you guys know, if this is not resonating, hang on, because there's like a lot of, like, there's a major different message here that has nothing to do with this. But I just want to talk about this because it's coming through. So celebrate them, and I feel like they want you to be happy, they want you to be okay, they don't want you to feel heavy and sad all the time. And it's almost like I'm getting like, I forgive you. So if there's anything that you're feeling guilty about, if there's anything that you're feeling heavy about, they want you to let it go because there's nothing to forgive, and that's what I'm getting. So yeah, I'm sorry for whatever you're going through, if there's anything like that you're going through. I think that's like a message for not everybody in this group, but it's a pretty important one. So celebrate them, celebrate yourself, celebrate the connection that you had, and know that you're going to see each other again. They're passing and they're transitioning into the spirit world does not mean an ending. It just means that their form that they were in has changed, right? And they just want you to be happy, and that's all I'm getting. Those are all the messages that I got. So we're going to move on with the reading, okay? But yeah, I'm just getting this really big sense of happiness, and I feel like you're going to be okay too. Okay, so I hope that helped anybody that needed to hear it. I really, really hope that whoever needed to hear this is here and listening to this. Okay, but moving on with the reading. So the other part of what I'm seeing here is that this has to do with romantic love, matters of the heart, okay? And what I'm seeing here is that you are perhaps in the process of trying to manifest or wanting to bring in romantic love. And what I'm seeing here is that you've probably been single for quite some time. And I also feel like you're probably pretty tired of it. And you want to bring relationships in. You want a new, brand new connection. Now, the thing is that you know what to do, okay? So like, I don't know how you know what to do, whether you have had readings or your own intuition or whatever, but you already know what needs to be done for you to be able to do this, whether it is growth, whether it is going out there, putting yourself out there, whatever it is, it's within you, okay? I feel like perhaps just even opening your heart and learning how to trust again. I feel like for some reason trust is a big thing here. I feel like there's a bit of indecision as well. So not really maybe being clear about who you want, what kind of connection do you want, what kind of relationship do you want? Do you want, like, just really getting clear about it. So if you are working with the law of attraction, if you are working with the universe, if you're working with God, whoever, whatever, you need to have very clear boundaries. I'm getting the word boundaries, so maybe somebody has problems with boundaries here. You need to have clear boundaries, and you need to have a clear idea of what it is that you want for yourself. This is what is coming through, okay? Tap into your own inner wisdom, tap into your own heart. I feel like if you are sourcing out other people for information and how to get this, how to bring this, when is it coming, you're actually delaying the process is what I'm hearing here. And you really need to reconnect with yourself, with your own heart, with your soul, and just really connect to the energy of who you are and to the energy of your soulmate, okay? And just stay in that connection, feel that connection, and call them in. Call them on a soul level, okay? Call them in on a soul level. Prepare yourself, prepare your energy, prepare your life for that connection to come in, because I do feel like that's what it is. I don't think that this is something that, you just kind of want to have like a casual thing. I feel like this is talking about having a very deep soul connection with somebody. I just want to take a look at this. So with this fairy, I'm having a hard time reading him. I almost get this sense of kind of hiding and almost sort of being a little bit afraid. Not a lot of fear, but almost kind of being on edge, almost being like on unsure, kind of almost being like, do I have to go hide? So not even like this sense of fear, like, oh, I'm so scared I have to run away from this, but more like, okay, I'm on eggshells. Which way do I go? Do I have to? Can I relax, or do I have to be on the ready? And if that's kind of your energy of like when you meet people, or that's kind of the energy, it's almost like this tense energy. And this message came through a little bit earlier, and I don't think I mentioned it, but just kind of like constantly kind of feeling the lack. Okay, so feeling lack rather than wholeness, right? So when you want to attract what it is that you want to attract to yourself, when you are in the energy of lack, you're attracting more of that. And I know it's really hard to be like being full of love and feeling like there's so much love surrounding you and this and that. But if you are coming from that place of like, I don't have any love in my life, that is literally what you're going to attract more of. So in order for you to attract what you want, you need to get on that level, okay? You need to raise your vibration, get happy, seek out things that make you happy, and try to stay in that vibratory energy as much as you want, and just let go, just relax and know that is coming your way. Once I heard something that goes along the way of like, when you order something from Amazon, you're not checking every 5 minutes to see if it had been delivered yet, right? Because like let's say that it's coming tomorrow at 8 p.m., right? You're not going to be checking to see, oh, you ordered it half an hour ago, did it arrive yet? No, of course not. You know that it's coming. You're certain. You have that level of trust. You have that level of relaxation. You're looking forward to receiving it. So this the same kind of idea of just relaxing into it and looking forward to receiving it, okay? There is a waiting period. I can see that, and I can see how frustrating that can be. But this is also for your own highest good. This is also for your own learning. This could also, maybe the person that you are trying to attract is not ready to enter your life. Maybe they are working through something, right? So just kind of knowing that and just kind of settling in to your own sense of patience. As much as you're able to cultivate it, that can really, really help. Just go live your life, be happy, try to manifest this person, try to connect with that person on a soul level if you can, if that is something that you're looking into. And we have no limit but the sky. So like, you can literally, I feel like the universe is saying, yes, this is for you. This is possible. It is going to happen. But unfortunately, we are seeing that there is a period of still waiting, okay? But I would say you can take this opportunity to grow and prepare yourself for that person to come in. Let go of the difficulty of the situation, that the mental and the emotional anguish. The sun is going to come up. There are things that you can focus on that are good in your life. Most people have something that in their life that is positive, even if it's just, like having your health, having a roof over your head, having enough money for food, friends, whatever it is, being able to binge on Netflix, like whatever it is that brings you joy and happiness, that is positive in your life, focus on those things, and look toward the positive. Try to see the good things rather than focusing on the lack, on the bad, okay? Because this can kind of really mess with your mental energy, with your mental space. So try, even if you have a lot of stress, if you have a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear around this, then there are practices that you can try to do. Meditations, guided visualizations that really help to de-stress and take anxiety out. And there are practices that can really raise your vibration, start the day off right. The thing that I would recommend is starting off right in the day so that you can kind of carry that energy with you throughout the day, every single day, as much as possible. Having said that, of course, if you're having a bad day, of course, if there is something that you're dealing with, yes, you have to, kind of deal with that. Please process that. Please don't ignore that. Don't sweep that under. Process it, deal with it in your own time, on your own terms, but then remember to come back into your happiness, into your sense of joy, into your sense of completion. Okay, group 2, these are the messages that I have for you. These are the messages that your spirit team has for you. Grounding, I wanted to mention, can be also very, very beneficial for you. So doing grounding work, walking barefooted outside can be really great, or just sitting outside on a piece of grass, really just connecting with the earth. Of course, make sure you're always safe, that you don't hurt yourself if you are barefooted or anything like that. But those can be really great practices that can really help to ground you and to cleanse your energy. Okay, group 2, so this is your reading. I really do hope that it resonated and that it was helpful. If you enjoyed this reading, feel free to give it a thumbs like. If you would like to get notified of future releases, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and share this video with anybody that you think might be interested. And if there is anything that resonated that you'd like to share, I would love to know about it. So feel free to drop a comment. Otherwise, best of luck to you. Thank you for being here. Namaste, and I'll catch you next time. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is the group that has the love oil. This is also the group that has today is your day. Let's take a look at what your spirit team has to say to you today when you're watching this video. Spirit team of group 3, what messages do you have for group 3, please? Autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. We have Marie Masquerade, glamour, intrigue, and drama. What other messages do we have? And we have Pink Fairy, a time for spirit. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm sensing that there's a little bit of, excuse me, sorry about that, your card slipped. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm feeling like there's a little bit of maybe emotional, I don't even want to say chaos, but just the energy's a little bit not even chaotic, like I don't even want to say that, but I feel like it's a little bit too much for you. Something is going on around you, and you're kind of just being called to withdraw and to reconnect with yourself, okay? And if you feel like Spirit's not listening, if you feel like God's not listening, if you feel like the universe is not listening to you, like life is not working for you, know that life is working for you. It is not working against you, but everything's happening for you, okay? We have Fairy Godmother. I love that. Spirit team of group number 3, please. What message do you have for group 3? Yeah, so I feel like really connecting to your own heart, to your own divinity, to your spirit team, if you can. That can kind of go a long way. I'm almost getting like a trickster energy as well here, like a little bit of a trickster vibe. If you're feeling like people are not really getting you, people are not really understanding you, like maybe you're looking for your tribe, you're like, where are my people? We have the Singer of Healing. I love this. I love how aligned this is. We have Autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. And we have Fairy Godmother, okay? It's almost like your spirit team is saying like, make a wish. Okay, make a wish because it's going to come true. It's going to come through. Okay, don't give up on whatever is going on. Glamour, intrigue, drama, and then we have that gnome. Like, I feel like this is not super, super trickstery, but a little bit kind of like, what is the term I'm looking for? It's almost like, it's like you're being disregarded, like your feelings, your who you are is kind of almost being like, I don't want to say disrespected, but disregarded. And it's almost like this is not your true face. This is not who you truly are. I'm really feeling like you are missing your tribe. You are missing your group of people, your group of person or something. You're feeling disconnected. And with the healer, the singer of healing here, with this card here, I feel like healing is coming your way, okay? So emotional, I feel like there's emotional or mental healing that needs to take place, maybe spiritual as well, or like energetic as well. If there's any like physical ailments that you might be sort of encountering, going through, things like that. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. It's available to you. Like, I feel like your spirit team is healing you. If you're into things like Reiki or energetic healing, chakra healing, that is definitely something that you are being encouraged to participate in yourself. If you have a Reiki attunement, you're being encouraged to also use that energy on yourself. But honestly, really just doing self-care practices can really go a long way. And that's what you're being encouraged to do. So like move away from the, let's say, drama, whatever this card is representing. It is representing something that is heavy and weighing you down. Move away from that. Really step into yourself. Really focus on self-care. Focus on yourself. Focus on your goals. Focus on your dreams. Connect with your own heart. Connect with your own energy. And don't lose hope, okay? Because the universe is providing for you, but really just take the time out for yourself too, every single day. Spirit team of group 3, what messages do you have from the tarot, please? So we're going to grab some tarot as well here. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Six of Cups. What other messages do you have for group 3, please? We have the Eight of Cups. Any other messages for group 3? I feel like that's it. I'm getting a no. Okay, so I just want to talk about this. It's time to walk away from something, and it's like, you know that this, you've felt it, okay? You felt it, but I really feel like it is time for you to take care of yourself. I feel like you've been in a situation for far too long, and it is time for you to take care of yourself, okay? Let me see. How did this come out? Like this. Okay, so one thing I want to say, group 3, is that you might be walking away from your past, okay? Something from your past, somebody from the past. It's like you're ready to walk away from that situation, from the past hurt, from that past maybe ending. And I do see that there has been an ending, and it is an ending that is liberating and freeing to you, even if it is a difficult ending, like emotionally difficult to deal with. It is ultimately for your own good, and it is ultimately to liberate you and to free you so that you can go into things that are meant for you, that will serve your life for your highest good, okay? With the Ace of Swords, I also feel like there is definitely clarity of mind that is coming through. It's like your mind is going to open up. Your maybe you've had a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of mental heavy things, maybe things you're not even realizing that were there, but that's all going to lift. It's like I'm hearing the world is your oyster, because your mind is finally on board, and your mind is finally like saying, okay, you know what, like I am done with this pain, I am done with this heavy, I am done not being in my power, living in my purpose. It is time for me to move forward, to move into the next chapter of my life. And I feel like the way to do that is through self-care, okay? That is going to be one important part of this journey, is doing that through self-care. And as you do that, a lot of things will open up for you internally, and I think you will begin to take external steps towards your own life, your own freedom, your own liberation, okay? So I just want to take a look at the Six of Cups just for a moment to see if I can get anything else. You might be kind of like thinking about the past, kind of reminiscing the good old days as well, but I would say don't get stuck in that too much, because you need to focus on yourself, not what was, but what on you right now, and then that's going to move you forward into the future. I also feel like if there's somebody that's going, like a past event or a person that's returning to your life, if it's a person, I see you walking away from them. If it is an event that you have been kind of repeating, like a pattern, like maybe like meeting the same kinds of people over and over, or having the same kind of jobs, finding yourself working for the same types of bosses that take advantage of you, for example, I feel like there is a level of growth that you are undergoing, you will undergo, that you will no longer accept these situations into your life. So you will have better, okay? I'm seeing you walking away. It might be bittersweet. It might be a little bit emotionally difficult, mentally difficult to walk away from that. But I really do feel like there's a balance between the mind and the heart. And I see you really doing really well, being able to just kind of move on into your new day, into your new, kind of like a beginning of a new journey for you. Okay. So like, I'm not really seeing like your life falling apart or anything like that. I'm just kind of seeing like it's an internal growth, and there's a lot of healing here. You're being called to really just take care of yourself, take the time to heal, take the time to grow, and know that you will be walking into something that is better. Okay, so there is you leaving something behind, but it is no longer serving you, and you know it, and you're going somewhere that is bigger, brighter, better, and honors who you are. Okay, group 3. So these are the messages that I have for you. I want to see if I feel like there's a little bit more actually. Let me pull a tarot, one more tarot. Can we get one more message for group 3? Okay, we have Temperance. Let's do a little bit more. Can we get another message for group 3, please? Spirit team of group 3. Anything else? We have the King of Cups. Anything else? Okay, I feel like that's it. Oh yeah, okay, we have the Tower. Don't worry about this. The Ace of Wands. So the Tower, a lot of times it'll be like a scary card, but here I'm really seeing like I love this Tower in this card, in this deck actually, because this one makes me feel like she is just destroying what no longer serves her. It's like there's no, she's in complete power here. She is the one who pointed her wand at this tower and decided to make it collapse. Okay, she set fire to it, exploded it, whatever, because she's done with it. And that's literally what is happening here. So it's not like a scary tower where you don't have control over things. It's like this change that you are initiating, and you're happy about it. Like if you can just look at, okay, let's do it that way. Can you see her expression? Do you see that she's smiling? She's happy. So this is the energy that I'm getting. This is beautiful. Walk into this energy. Step into this energy. We also have the Ace of Wands after the Tower, and that's telling me that, again, there's a new beginning with the Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands. We have mental clarity and we have passion coming in. Okay, this is beautiful. So a lot of like passionate energy coming in as well. These are opportunities for new things, for new ways of being. Perhaps maybe you will have an idea of like opening a new business or something. I don't know. But like maybe a project, a venture or something, maybe self-discovery, stuff like that. Whatever it is for you, I'm just seeing like there is a really great new beginning after this ending, and the ending is what's the word? Like it's just escaped me. The ending is created by you, basically. It's you're not like kind of like, it didn't just collapse and you're like, okay, now what? Like you literally created this, right? So we also have Temperance and we have the King of Cups. So with the King of Cups, I'm seeing like maybe it would be beneficial for you to reach out to somebody that has a very kind of like emotionally mature approach to life. This could be somebody who's very into art, very much into somebody that could be very intuitive. Yeah, that kind of an energy, like a master within, like maybe of their own selves, very authentic. So if you know anybody like that, that could be a message that this could be somebody that could really be helpful for you through this process. But also what I'm seeing is like, again, this just more than that, like I'm seeing this really good like confirmation that the balance between your mind and your heart is going to be there, or you have the opportunity to create that balance within you, and that is through growth. And so I'm really, through self-care and stuff like that, I'm really loving this, seeing this here. And with temperance, again, with temperance being here, it's just really finding balance, okay, within your life, within yourself, just really creating balance for yourself. And I feel, again, this is going back to that whole self-care, meditations maybe, really just kind of not going to any extremes within any situations. You know, like the willow tree, it's very flexible. So like whatever nature throws at it, it's able to kind of survive and thrive at times. So if there's really very strong winds or like ice storms, the willow's able to bend. And once that period ends, the willow, it survives, it does not break. So it's able to continue to grow and thrive in the best of times. So it's almost like that. It's like just kind of like being able to be flexible enough, hold your ground, stand in your own power, but also be able to be flexible when you need to be, okay? And just don't take any extremes. Take your time through this process. This is what I'm hearing as well. Take the time you need. Don't rush this. You can't rush this anyway. But what will serve your highest good is just being able to flow through this. And that's what I'm feeling. Flow. Okay, just nice, easy flow. And I feel like I want to take a nice deep breath in. And just like exhale it all out, basically. Just relax into the process. Okay, group 3. So I think those are your messages. Now I feel like we are done. So we were not done before, but now I feel like we are. Hopefully this reading was helpful to you. I do hope that it shed some light, maybe gave you a little bit of a boost, or a little bit of clarity. If you enjoyed this video, this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to be notified of further releases, subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you can be notified of the new releases. And if any of this resonated and you feel like sharing your story, I would really love it if you dropped a comment. I love reading those and replying to those. But otherwise, just thanks for being here. Namaste. Best of luck to you. Bye.